and welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. Last time we did a bunch more side quests, some of which we actually can't do yet. I basically misread a guide and thus tried to pursue certain side quests that were not available at the present time. So this time we may do more of that, to be honest, because again I kind of skimmed. I didn't want to, look in too much detail. I like how you can see little petals as you walk along. I read something about getting an event when you go to the tree. I don't know if we have reached that point where we can access this quest or a point where we can't access the quest, but I just thought I'd try it out just to be on the safe side. Also, there's treasure here, so that is well worth our while. What is a nectar bottle? I don't even know. Prevents magical ailments for 1 minute. Well, that sounds pretty good, but again, I don't know if I'll ever be able to obtain it again. Red, so very red. This year's especially bad. What's the matter, Mayor? Oh ho, you're back? What about something being red? Oh, it's just that this year's flowers are an especially deep shade of red, so I was thinking that the curse of the caged Emperor's bride must be particularly strong this year. But I'm just joking, of course. Who's this caged Emperor's bride supposed to be? About 300 years ago, the Emperor at the time, Brimstone IV, planted a tree on the perimeter of Halure's barrier. He lived all of his latter years shut up inside his castle, so people took to calling him the Caged Emperor. It's always so educational to have you around, Estelle. What does the Caged Emperor's bride have to do with this tree? Legend has it that the Caged Emperor murdered his fiancée and buried her corpse beneath the roots of this tree. The tree gets its red color from the murdered bride's blood, which its roots absorb. Well, that's cheery. What the hell? Certainly nothing more than a legend. Of course, there's no way a tree could keep sucking up someone's blood for centuries anyway. Yes, but I'm worried that this macabre tale will spread and drive potential visitors away from our town. Then don't you think it's a bad idea telling it to travelers like us? Oops. Okay, forget all about that story I just told you, could you? How are we supposed to forget something like that? If you don't forget it, the Caged Emperor's bride will hold a grudge against you. Cut it out. There you go again, he's just reinforcing the legend. Oops. There's no way that story's true. Or is it? Now, before we go any further, aka before I forget, one thing I wanted to address. I did some research. Costume titles, or any titles, apparently don't do anything from what I could tell. Yeah, I did a ton of research off screen, and everything I was reading was saying, doesn't do anything. So I was like, okay, cool. So we can use all the costumes guilt-free, unlike Symphonia or Abyss, for example, where I always felt bad using costumes because it was kind of messing up my character's stats. So yeah, it feels good to know that actually, that I can use these costumes without feeling bad about it afterwards. I don't think I ever looted the inn, so I'm gonna try to loot the inn, because why not? It sounds terrible when you put it like that, but I guess being a starting area, I shouldn't be too surprised that the acquisitions here are not on the grand side. They're just kind of ordinary things. Okay, that's all there is in that room. A singular apple shell. Cool. I'm trying to remember if the next thing, because I was reading something about a second cutscene at Halure, and I don't remember if it was in part 2 or part 3. The game is roughly divided into 3 parts. First part I think I read was up to the ship, up to getting to Fiertia. I'm assuming the second part is up to when you meet Pharaoh, if I had to make a guess. I have no way of knowing, but that's just my educated guess, because I have a feeling major stuff's going down pretty soon. And then the rest of the game is classified as part 3. Fun fact. They say that some lady's body is buried under this tree. Yeah, I hear that she was the wife of some emperor a long time ago. Nuh-uh, I heard that she died before the wedding, so she wasn't his wife. Whatever, it's scary, but I think it's true. Yeah, Halure's flowers are so cool, it's hard to believe that something weird like that happened. This explains what's been making us feel so funny about the tree. Excuse me, you know that story is not actually true. Nuh-uh, the mayor told it to us. What the heck was that old man thinking anyway? What about this? Oh, what a lovely veil. Where did you get that? A white shadow, like a ghost, dropped it. Not saying that the white shadow was the ghost of the dead bride. No way, there's no such thing as ghosts and curses. That's true. No, it's not. It's not. Sure, that veil was dropped by someone in your village. The mayor went around and asked everybody, but it didn't belong to anybody. There's no way. It's just not true, okay? This girl's really scary. Let's get out of here. Oh, you forgot this. Rita. I'm sorry. What should I do with this? Throw it away. The kids don't want something as ominous as that, I'm sure. But I don't think it seems all that ominous. I actually think it seems more holy. I think I've taken a liking to it. Do you mind we take it with us? If you get cursed, it's your own fault. Thought you said there's no such thing as curses. Shut up, Yuri. I wonder if there's an explanation that's more holy. Seems like there's something more beautiful to all this. So... is this a attachment? It is actually an attachment. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I wasn't showing up in this costume, but yeah. Interesting. You can only have one at a time, apparently. What does it actually say? Something every woman dreams of wearing? It's flimsy, but don't overlook its powers. Okay. Not ominous at all. Now, I vaguely remember hearing there's, you know, obviously we're not done here, but I don't remember if the next part of this is available in part 2, which is where we're at. So we might actually have to come back later during part 3. Again, I've heard people describe it as part 1, part 2, part 3. So again, since we just got Baul, I basically want to try to knock out as many part 2 side quests as I can find before basically rushing off to see Pharaoh, because I just have this distinct feeling that that's going to be a cutoff point for a bunch of side quests. So I'm just erring on the side of caution, as the saying goes. Okay, now I'm curious about something else. World map. Wrong button. Huh. We're losing, actually. I'm not sure how this works, to be honest. The dog map. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to increase Rapide's influence on the world. I need to look into that, I guess. I've heard the point that it's actually better to do that later because we don't even have access to every town yet. So it's not entirely possible at the moment. So... let's see, what can we do? Apparently there's something at Cave Mock? I have it written down that there's apparently something at Cave Mock's. So I guess we can try that. Where was Cave Mock again? I think it was near Dawngrest, but a lot of things were near Dawngrest. I was reading something about Halure too, but I don't remember what I was literally just reading about Halure. Oh, I remember now. I think it has to do with the quest in Dawngrest, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Cave Mock is actually this, I think. Yep, it has to be on the field part of the map. I actually meant to make note of this, but I accidentally found a bunch of like treasures off screen and didn't pick them up because I didn't want to, I kind of wanted to show them on screen if we ever had to come back here, because we had to burn away all that stuff anyway to get to one particular chest. So, problem. I don't know where we're going. Apparently there's something here, but I don't know what exactly. So that can't possibly backfire, getting lost in the forest, and before I accidentally run into a super boss, because that's just how my luck rolls. Oh, okay. That leaps back around. I actually didn't realize that on my first run through, even though I did get those treasure chests. I didn't actually realize that. But somewhere, there's like another intersection that takes us... Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember how I found that area. But yeah, there was like a special area with some more stuff. It's just a matter of finding it. Why does the air crane look like it's acting up again?
Don't get cocky.
Oh yeah, something else I should point out is again the Super Mario Galaxy ending that it's gonna go down to one Let's Play for a little bit. Again, not too long, I hope.
Let's keep going.
But the big thing is my reasoning, which I never explained in Mario Galaxy, is partly because I have a plan. And it's kind of a big plan. It's basically a Let's Play of a game that's actually kind of difficult. It's not a game I'm really well versed in, which is part of the reason why I want to actually put it off for a little bit, is I want to have more time to actually, you know, dedicate to practicing this run. Sure. Holy Bottles are nice. Just run past everything. I'm sure the speed run, which by the way, there's a speed run achievement, if I didn't already mention that already. The speed run has to be done in 15 hours. And we're at 33 hours, so we're almost 34 hours. So that's not daunting at all, but I've actually heard it's not too bad. Like, I specifically read something on a guide that actually people consider the Dark Enforcer title for Yuri harder to get than the achievement for beating the game in 15 hours, if you can believe that. I would believe it. Basically, it's not that long of a game if you play with the grade bonuses. Like 10 times HP, 10 times the XP, for example, is a biggie. What else? Probably more gold, like boosting gold would probably help. I'm trying to think of anything else that would actually be like super helpful. I'm drawing a blank actually. I heard there was a cutscene here, but I don't have a clue where it is. So maybe come back to that later if I can't find it. I don't know if it's by the air crane. It could be. I don't know if they'd put it that far out though. So I'm gonna probably go to the end and then double back. It's not that time consuming when you have a holy bottle, because you just run past everything. Yeah, I'm not sure where the heck this is. I'm gonna just leave this for later. I wonder if we might have missed it actually, because it's been a while since we were here last. That's the one thing that does tend to irk people about this series, not this game, this series, is quests that are available for a very tiny window of opportunity, and yet are also limited once you get past a certain point. Basically what I'm trying to say is, oh look, there's a side quest, you can only do it between this really small window of opportunity or it's permanently gone. There's no way you can actually recover certain progress. So yeah, it is a problem with the series. I don't know if I actually mentioned this, but I was also reading this game continues the trend of Tales games, where, and this is one thing that tends to really not sit well with people. Apparently, side quests open up once you get to the end of the final dungeon, which is like really weird to me. Like literally, once you get to a certain point in the final dungeon, a bunch of side quests open up, so you have to actually leave and do the side quests, and then go back and then fight the final boss, basically. Which is just kind of anticlimactic once you get to the end of this big dungeon, and it's like, oh well, guess I'm gonna go get a couple more titles and costumes. Apparently we have to talk to somebody. I was reading something about that around this point of the game, after Battle, we can actually take on the second guild quest as well, which I think involved talking to somebody in a bar. I don't remember the specifics, but something about talking to somebody in a bar. And there aren't a ton of bars in Dongress, so I guess it's gotta be here again. Sounds for lost spirit. No. Do not want to do that ever again. Hi there. Look who it is. Here for more work? Yeah. Let's see, a job I could give to you guys. How's this? Looking for a lost pendant. Rihanna Kale? What's up, Carol? Recognize the name? Yeah, it's someone from a... It's, someone in a guild I used to belong to. So I already know the client. Usual looking for a lost item, eh? Yeah. Work's work, I guess. The usual? Guess people lose things. Pays 4,500 gold. You gonna take it? It should go pretty quick since you already know the client. You'll find her in the inn. Alright, let's go. It'll go quickly. Famous last words. I don't think it's gonna go quickly. In other words, I think this is gonna be a major time sink. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep the waiter outfits because, like, since they don't affect stats at all, it's like, why the heck not, really? Spruce things up a bit. I wish Yuri got a costume, but again, he gets all of these other costumes for, like, other really obtuse requirements, so I guess it makes sense. It all evens out. Would you be Rihanna? Yes, I'm Rihanna Kale. Who are all of you? You've been sent by the Union. So you're the guild members who will look for my mother's necklace for me. Ah, you poor beautiful lady. You're searching desperately for a memento of your mother? That's right, it's the necklace that my father gave my mother when they got married. Oh, the necklace she received on her wedding day. What a wonderful story, my sweet. It's getting kinda creepy, old man. This necklace is made of a rather valuable metal called Everlight. My father mined the ore himself and handcrafted it into a necklace. It's truly the only one of its kind. So what sort of identifying features does your necklace have? Everlight is a bright red metal. My father made that metal into hexagonal links to form a necklace and gave it to my mother. Necklace of bright red hexagons, quite distinct. Yeah, that should make it easier to find. So do you have any idea where you might have lost it? Well, actually, I dropped it into the river from the bridge at the entrance to town. What? How are you supposed to find that? Please, it's extremely important to me. I can see that with all you've told us, but what you're asking is impossible. But we did tell the Union we'd accept the task after all. Any other guild would turn a request like this down once they realized they couldn't do it. No. No. Once a guild has taken a job, it cannot refuse to do it. What got into you? Can't you see that this young lady is deeply troubled? What kind of guild would refuse to help such a poor, sweet, beautiful girl? Accept this task and name the brightest star in the night sky, brave Vesperia. Thank you. And who put you in charge? Oh well, guess we'll go ahead and take care of it, right, Carol? He's gone. Huh? He was waiting at the entrance just a minute ago. That would explain why it's so quiet. Let's go and find him. Hey, are you done talking to her? Where were you? Oh, I just remembered something I had to do. That's all well and good, but let us know before you went off, would ya? Yeah, sure, sorry about that. Anyway, let's go over to where she said she dropped the necklace. Pretty sure she said she dropped it from the bridge. Well, this should be totally a piece of cake. Here we are. Never really knows how deep the water is here. So the clown dropped the necklace right down here. And we dive in to get it, I suppose. Even if you jumped in, I doubt the necklace is there anymore. Everlight isn't all that heavy as far as metals go, so yeah, I'm sure it's drifted downstream. Well, that would mean it's lying somewhere on the bottom of the ocean about now. I'd be careful if I were you. The current's pretty crazy around here thanks to the ocean tides. If you fell in, you'd be swept off in a jiffy. Tides? This isn't the sea, though. The water in this river is a mixture of ocean water and fresh water that runs down from the mountains. All of the rivers around here are like that. Wow, really? I had no idea. Come to think of it, the body of the magistrate that they say was dumped into the river washed up over in Halure. That just goes to show you how far the current can carry things that fall in. Sounds like starting the search in Halure might not be a bad idea. Thanks for your help, sir. Huh? For what? Well, that got dark fast. Apparently I actually looked up this quest and we need an item, I think. I could've sworn we didn't have this item. I'm just gonna double check really fast. We might, no. Does that count? I don't think it counts. Yeah, I don't think we have it. Well, we'll go to Halure anyway. I'm gonna have you go to the second entrance of Halure, just immediately, like, without having to go to the, through the elevator and everything. How do you actually get to that second entrance? Like, if it's from this side? Because I don't know if we have ever tried to enter from that side. Nope, that's just over here. Probably from the other area. Well, wouldn't it have been awkward if, like, the Rago's body just washed up while they were down here? Or, like, when the main characters were down here. That would have been awkward. So, gotta look for it over here. By the river. Probably the lady by the river we saw earlier. Oh, yeah, she is still here. Nope, there's no sign of the necklace that I can see. If it was washed downstream, it wouldn't be unthinkable for someone to have picked it up. Why don't we ask around a bit in town? Guess we've gotta start somewhere. Nope. Who will it be? No, probably not that guy. Oh, her necklace. Ah, what is it? Hey, can you tell me how you got that thing you're wearing around your neck? Oh, this? I found it by the riverside. Ha, just as we thought. Is there any way you'd consider giving it to us? The original owner sent us to come looking for it. But I'd be a bit more accommodating. If it's money, we'll reimburse you however much you want. The old man, whose money are you talking about? Oh, don't throw a hissy. Well, I couldn't accept money for it, but you know, I guess I'd be willing to part with this if you gave me a small bird feather. Oh, we do have it. Alright, well then. Hold it. I'll be taking that necklace, even if I have to use force. No, I mustn't use force. Perhaps I'll persuade her to give it to me, but I won't let you all have it. Sorry, told us I shall exchange it for a small bird feather, buddy. Well then, if I get here with that small bird feather first, will you give it to me? Oh, this is awkward. Alright, I'm off. Farewell. Dash. And he's gone, just like that. What a busy little man. I shouldn't loiter here around waiting for him to beat us to it. Let's go. Joke's on him, we already have it. Here's a small bird feather you asked for. My, that was quick. I already had one. Oh well, I'd really taken a liking to it, but anyway, here you go. Alright. Wait, I brought it too. Here you go, a small bird feather. Sorry, a little beaten up. I promised I'd give the necklace to the person who came back with the item first, so I already gave it to them. What? You're not going to give it to me, but I must have it. Fortunately, we need this too. Sorry, man, but we can't give it to you. Damn it. It looks like I'll have to use force. Ah, no violence isn't the solution. I give up. Oh, but if only... I sort of feel bad for him. There's no time for pity, Carol. This is Rihanna's necklace anyway. It isn't ours to give, even if we wanted to. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's go back to Dawngrest. Well, that was surprisingly easy. I had read Tiny Bird Feather and thought that was a different item, so that threw me off. Oh, here we go. I wonder where this goes, so I can keep this in mind for future reference. Oh, over here. Okay. Then Dawngrest is over here. You have to make sure to land on the side that's not facing the wall, by the way, because you actually do need to use the bridges. Which is actually an interesting design, that you can't enter the city from a 360 angle. You actually do have to enter from one of the major entrance points. Also, what's that spirally thing in the background? I'm just noticing. Like... oh no, what that is. Anyway, we got the necklace, so here we go. Okay, necklace returned.
Here it is, darling. Your very own Everlight necklace.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Where did you ever find it?
Well, you see...
Oh, wow. What a miracle. Thank goodness. Now for your reward.
Oh, your love is reward enough.
Settle down, old man.
Rihanna!
You! Where have you been?
You're that man from Halure.
Hey! You! Rihanna, how do you know these people?
They were looking for my necklace.
What? Oh, so that's why you were...
That's right. So who the hell are you?
I'm an old friend of hers.
An old friend, huh?
You know, you are really annoying. Could you just shut up for a minute, please?
All right, I can take a hint.
Where were you all this time? I've been looking for you.
I've been out looking for your necklace. The necklace that you said was a memento of your father, but I couldn't find it.
Don't worry. There's a reason that I wanted to find it myself. In the end, I had to get some help from these people, but... I wanted to be the one to give you this, as a symbol of our engagement.
Huh? Engagement?
You did that for me?
I think we should be on our way.
Oh? But what about our payment?
Consider it a wedding present. Right, Carol?
He's gone. Huh? He was right here a moment ago.
Maybe something came up again. Hey, old man, let's go.
Huh? Oh, right.
Are you done? Sorry, I remembered I had to do something. So did you get the payment?
Nah, no payment this time.
What? What are you talking about? How can you not take payment for a guild job?
Let's just say this job was a wedding present.
A wedding present, huh? You mean Professor Rihanna is...
Professor?
You did say that you knew her from a guild you used to be in.
Actually, she was sort of my teacher in the guild. She was famous for being really strict. I know I got my share of beatings.
So that's why you didn't come with us to meet her. Well, no biggie.
No biggie? Yes, biggie! You didn't get a payment!
There is something besides payment that I'd like to settle.
Huh? What do you mean, Judith?
So far, we've delivered stuff and found stuff. Two totally different kinds of work. What is Brave Vesperia for? What does this guild I belong to do?
She's got a point. What are you doing all this for? Money? You like doing it? Looking at it from the outside, I can't tell what you want to do. I mean, I'm not a member or anything, so whatever.
Okay, let's just say this is the trial period while we're figuring that out.
Huh? Yeah, okay.
If we can't come up with an answer right now, we'll just think on it for a while.
Right.
And with that, that is, I think, all the child quests or guild quests we could do at the moment. I don't know why I said child, probably still thinking of Super Mario Galaxy, but I think we're good to end off for now. I think next time we should, unless I discover even more side quests off screen to look into, we should be good to continue with the main story. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.